Thanks for joining us. Due to the colder than normal temps in recent weeks, organizers at Hope for Youth wanted to add an emergency bed shelter.
But those plans are on hold, at least for now. On Monday night, the Anoka City Council voted unanimously to place a one-year moratorium on new shelters and boarding houses in the city. And as CTN's Jamie Carrot reports, youth volunteers are now racing to find kids a warm place to sleep.
We need to go through all of that due process. It's what cities do, it's what government does, and quite frankly, it's what everyone expects us to do.
On Monday, organizers at Hope for Youth were disappointed by the Anoka City Council's decision to place a moratorium on new shelters in the city. But by Wednesday, things were looking up.
We're here to work with the city and serve the youth, and hopefully we find a great solution.
Hope for Youth founder Brian Swanson says in a few days' time, he and his staff have realized that the initial desire to establish the drop-in center as an overnight shelter might not be the best long-term solution. But with the lines of communication open with the city, creativity is flowing.
Potentially by that creative thinking and the willingness of the city to work on this, potentially we could have this solved really quickly without creating the kind of procedural issues that our original plan created.
And while the zoning and operational issues get worked out by the city over the next year, those involved with Hope for Youth, like State Representative Jim Abler, who also leases to the organization, are racing to keep kids out of the cold when the center's doors close each day.
Well, there's discomfort and there's peril, and so I'm worried about the peril. This is killing cold, and so we want to make sure that they're safely indoors.
Abler says he had a good conversation this week with Anoka Mayor Phil Rice. He is now working with the fire marshal and building inspector to see what he can legally do in the meantime to this space above the drop-in center.
I'm convinced the city's willing to work with us and to find a way to help these kids be warm and safe and get on the path to the success that we all want for our kids.
While Hope for Youth continues to work with the city of Anoka, they are in the process of establishing a host home network. If you're interested in possibly becoming a host home for homeless youth, you can go to our website at ctnstudios.com for more information. Karen, Steve.
So sad to see anyone on the streets, but especially the youth. Thank you.
Especially with this early winter. So.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Too cold. Thank you.